The sniper and the shadow, fear, forgiveness, and the only answer. A sniper is a symbol of fear. A sniper believes in separation. A me over here and a you, a them, a they over there. A sniper has succumbed to the belief in the tiny, mad idea of separation. 200 feet of distance breeds separation. The fearful hide behind distance, magnification, and precision optics. But the fearless would come right up to the so-called enemy. They would look into the eyes of the other and see themselves. And in that recognition, the rifle would drop. Because who shoots their own head once they've recognized it? That is why fear hides in shadows. It must disguise itself in the form of a scope, a rooftop, a single bullet, and a distant figure. The whole performance is a thought system. One scapegoat placed on the stage so the audience never has to look at their own mind. The news points to the sniper. The public points to the sniper. And the ego whispers, look at him, not at yourself. But the sniper is nothing but a microcosm of the macrocosm. He is the symbol of a world built on the belief that distance is real. He names an enemy. He names an ops. He squeezes the trigger. And in that moment, the crosshairs land squarely on his own mind. The world praises the sniper for his precision. But how precise can fear be when its target is always itself? Precision here is the most imprecise aim possible, because the bullet never leaves the mind that sent it. A Course in Miracles teaches, ideas do not leave their source. You cannot kill a shadow. You cannot shoot a projection. The assailant is gone, and with him all suffering is gone. But the sniper remains. And what remains is guilt, unseen terror, and the gnawing recognition that the target was never out there. Every shot fired at another strengthens separation. Every shot fired at an enemy multiplies division. It is Charlie Kirk today, someone else tomorrow, but it does not matter the name. They are scapegoats, figureheads of a thought system that says, it is not me, it is them. But how can you kill oneness? How can you destroy what is indivisible? The sniper's bullet dissolves in mid-air. The scope collapses into smoke. The figure across the rooftop vanishes into mist. And the only enemy left is the belief in separation itself. This is where forgiveness enters. Not the world's version of forgiveness which says, you hurt me but I will be gracious enough to let it go. That is still separation. True forgiveness sees that nothing happened because what God did not create is not real. Forgiveness does not pardon a bullet. Forgiveness recognizes that no bullet ever left the mind that dreamed it. Forgiveness does not excuse an assailant. Forgiveness sees there never was an assailant. And forgiveness hears every act of fear as a call for love. Love is the only answer to that call. Every sniper's shot is a cry for love. Every rooftop is a stage for fear begging to be undone. The body's eyes cannot see. They only project. And what they project are shadows. The miracle is not in hunting down the sniper. The miracle is in looking within and answering fear with love. The fearful world says, enemy. Forgiveness says, call for love. The fearful world says, precision. Forgiveness says, illusion. And love answers every call for itself. Because love does not attack. Love does not divide. Love does not calculate distance, pull a trigger, or hide on a rooftop. Love recognizes itself in all. And so the sniper is unmasked, the shadow dissolves, and what is left is oneness. The world is howling like a wolf, but it is only the wind, and the wind cannot harm what was never divided. Rod Serling might have said, witness a man with a rifle, convinced he can end his terror with a single shot. What he discovers in the last chamber of his mind, is that he has been aiming at himself all along. Tonight's target, tonight's assassin, tonight's terror are all shadows inside the same thought system. But beyond the shadows waits forgiveness, the call for love, and the answer of love itself. And that is where this story and all stories end. Welcome back to the Twilight Zone.